Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for esports racing. Hang out with the gang over here tonight. The American Sim Racing Association Championship night for the super late models from the Myrtle Beach Speedway, in the middle of what they're calling two quick little qualifying races here, getting us warmed up for a main event of 50 laps this evening. That second of those qualifying races currently out on the racetrack on lap number 2 of 3. We'll take you through what happened here for the first qualifying race. We saw 4 cars take to the racetrack. Adam Holm taking down the win over Tim DeSwart, Bob Burlew, and Martin Cart. Sheet race number 2, also 6 laps in length, just about already complete with that one, as we've had 1 car go around out there on the racetrack. We have Ruben Altus out there, the number 59, Mike Massey in the 45, Brian Beach in the 18, and Chris Miller in the 999 out there for this second heat race. So this one just about to its conclusion with Altus out into the lead, with Chris Miller now running in for second. Brian Beach, Mike Massey just been around there with the contact. So we'll look up here at the front of the field here as we set the stage here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. First time I've come out here to this awesome little racetrack out here. First time in iRacing, I should say. It's an awesome little joint, and cool to come out here on the airwaves with these guys over at the ASRA this evening. Mike Massey and Tim DeSwart, all the gang over here. Almost want to come hang out with some old friends we go back a long way with, and getting ready for championship night here for this great 50-lap main event. Qualifying just now wrapping up here, and I'm going to try real quick, see if we can't take you through a gander of what this series point standings look like in just a minute. So, lots going on here over at the ASRA. A really good night of racing got ahead. Super late model action. It's been quite a while since we've seen super late models on the asphalt here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank our sponsors out there, of course, for allowing us out here tonight. Got to thank Spatafora-Firearms.com. Got to thank Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. Got to thank Jim Revis over at Evil One Graphics. Jameson Colbridge over at CNC Race Designs. The guys over at DirtSeriesJosh.com. Josh Smith, Earl Clements. Those guys over there doing an awesome thing as well. And everybody that goes on behind the scenes here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. And all you guys out there watching us tonight live via Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Welcome to a very, very stacked evening here. Twofer of asphalt here tonight, starting off the evening here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway with the ASRA, and then a little bit later on, Todd and myself will be over at the Northwest Racing Series race going on later tonight at the Richmond International Raceway for the Northwest Truck Series. That's going to be a lot of fun. That'll come on the airwaves about 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so a long night ahead here on the network. But aboard tonight, Phil here along with Jack Truan on the controls. Todd Stanchion hopefully be joining me alongside here shortly, as looks like his computer went a little bit haywire, so we'll get all set on the grid. And Todd, I believe you're dialed up back with us here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway ASRA Championship night for the super late models. How the heck are you, bud?
Fantastic. I've been waiting for this event, and of course, oh man, Lady Luck is never good to me. Especially when I come over to leagues that I've been friends with for a very long time, and things just not going the right direction here tonight. Computer perfectly fine. Spectrum cable not fine here tonight. I'm not sure what went wrong. Looks like we're evened out now. I got to thank Jack for the last minute controlling and being able to give this race a live feeling at least tonight. So I apologize for those technical difficulties, but we got a great race in store for you here tonight at Myrtle Beach. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen here.
Absolutely right. And got to thank Jack for being there, Johnny, on the spot. When we say we put him on the spot last minute, we mean the last minute, within like probably the last 5 minutes as this stream was just coming to life. Todd's cable over there with the Spectrum just not working for him. So appreciate Jack. Appreciate all you guys out there for tuning in. And I'm taking a look back here through our point standings coming into the evening here. Championship night for these super late models. I scroll down through the page of notes. And once you know, it goes off to my other screen. So give me a brief second. Click over here on the mouse. One of these days, I'm going to get a bigger screen to read more information for you guys. But looks like coming into the race tonight, it is going to be, put a period on that for a second, as my scroller is not working here with my points information. So we'll get this thing all worked out. But Todd, what do you say? I think it's about feature time here for the guys at the ASRA Championship night, 50 laps around the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Why don't you take us through our 8-car starting lineup, and I'll figure out what these series points look like.
Well, tonight's starting lineup here for the ASTA Super Late Models here. Starting on the pole, driving the number 9, that's Adam Helm. His dancing partner is outside, driving the number 59, that's Ruben Altice. His starting role in third in row number 2, that is number 69, Tim DeZort. And outside of him will be the 999 of Chris Miller. Inside row number 3, starting the fifth starting position, that's the number 66, that's Bob Burlew. And his dancing partner outside is the number 18, that's Brian Beach. Inside row number 4, starting the 7th starting position, we welcome back the driver of the number 33, Martin Karch. And outside of him, driving the number 45, that's Michael Massey.
All right, so there you have it. 8 cars going to be in the field here. 50 laps around the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Points leader coming into tonight. Car number 59, Ruben Altis, 212 points on the season. 7 points better over the 9 car of Adam Holmes. So those guys happen to make up the front row here for championship night. Those are the 2 going after a championship run. Dan Allen, third of the points. Still think Dan as well as tonight. Tim DeSwart, fourth. Mike Massey running in our top 5 there. So we concentrate on the 8 drivers here, Todd. What I can tell you for sure, the front row, Ruben and Adam, they are going for a series championship. 7 points, the advantage right now for that 59 car. He's got 50 laps at Myrtle Beach Speedway to get this thing done.
It's definitely going to be rather interesting to see what's going to happen here at Myrtle Beach. This is the first time I've ever seen this track. Just downloading it here this evening here. So this is the first time I've seen the track. Looks like it's going to be a great race here in store for us. 8 cars here for the Super Late Models. They get ready to come off of turn number 4. Waiting for that green flag to come out. Green flag's in the air. A little bit of delayed start on that starter. But Adam Holm leading them to the turn number 1. Man, what great racing going on there for the 3rd spot. The 999 of Chris Miller fighting it out there with Tim DeZort.
Yep, put Miller now up to the 3rd spot as we exit turn 4 to complete lap number 1. Adam Holm trying to chase down a championship. He's going to lead that point leader, Ruben Altis, now to turn number 1 and 2. Chris Miller up to 3rd, and it is anybody's race back there for 4th on back. Names like Tim DeSwarter back there trying to claw for a little life. Brian Beach in the 18 making his way forward. Massey, Karch, Burlew, our rest of our 8-car field, they're right there tangled to 4th, but it's all Adam Holm with 2 laps complete.
Yeah, Adam Holm setting the pace there. The number 9 machine, Ruben Altice, running in that 2nd spot. The number 59 machine, like I said, Chris Miller running in 3rd, pretty much single file here through the top 3. 4th right now, the Brian Beach machine in number 14. He is, or the number 18, excuse me. Man, I'm screwed up here tonight, Phil. Is that whole shambles made things rather interesting for me.
All right, well, get your head
flying
together.
Cars again.
I'll try to screw mine in together as Todd's got some flying cars down there. So Todd's having a great night to start the night. But Adam Holm having a really good night. Way to try to go out there and win a championship. He's got 2 car lengths on Ruben Altis now in turn number 1 and 2. 9 car running the middle side. 59 kind of running up there more toward the bottom. Have to see how this plays out as we're 5 laps on the board. 50 going to be the distance here tonight. Chris Miller running back in the 3rd spot. Brian Beach comfortably there, single file for 4th. Mike Massey running our top 5. Martin Karch, Tim DeSwart, Bob Burlew rounding out our field. Though now working off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Adam Holm getting a 3-car length advantage now over Ruben Altis. They're going to work through 3 and 4 once again, and Adam's got a really good stable line going there in the middle. Usually the fast way around this Myrtle Beach Speedway here. 0.54 miles is the distance around this racetrack. And it's an old racetrack. This surface, it's really kind of worn out. I mean, it's right down within walking distance of the beach here in Myrtle Beach. And this racetrack, Todd, has a tendency to eat up tires and chew up race cars in an awful quick way. So far, so good for these 2 up front. They're starting to distance themselves from 3rd place, Chris Miller.
Yes, things settle down on my end. It's Adam Holm, like you said, leading this event here by 2 car lengths over Altice in the number 59 machine. Man, it's been a good race so far. I think it's a 50-lap race here tonight, so we're lap 8 of 50 here this evening at Myrtle Beach. And some of these guys, you're going to have to see some of these guys take some time here to get to the front. I mean, some of the guys like Martin Karch rings a bell. We haven't seen him in a long time here on Full Velocity Racing Network. And I haven't got a chance to see him race in quite some time there, Phil. But he's back in the 6th position. I know he's noted as a dirt guy, but he's been doing really well on the asphalt side of things. So Michael Massey doing a fantastic job right now inside the top 5. He's 5th in that number 45 machine.
Yes, he is, but I'm watching this race coming on from the front of the field. Ruben Altis had a run up high on the 9 car, and I thought he may take it off of turn number 4, but pavement, you really can't shoot the gap like that you normally do. But Ruben going to try to come to the low side this time through 1 and 2. Adam kind of washed up the racetrack a little bit, but as you know, you can carry that speed on the outside lane. 9 doing a good job of that, but Ruben looks to be a tad bit quicker right now. But catching up to the back bumper is one thing, Todd, especially on pavement. Passing a guy is a whole different animal.
Definitely watching two different distinct groups between Altice and Adam Holm in that number 9 machine. Is like you said, Adam is rolling the middle of the corner and using kind of like the banking to the advantage, what little banking they do have here. It looks like it's able to work for him here off of turn number 4 as they flash by that start finish line, completing lap number 12 of 50 here. And now they're working on lap number 13. Altice right now running in that second spot. I believe he's got something for that number 9 machine. I don't think he wants to play all of his cars as of now, but he's able to roll down on the bottom just a little bit better, I do believe, Phil, and I think that's going to be his strong suit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely right. Is this racetrack, they put more rubber down the tires, will start to wear. So is Ruben kind of saving his stuff for later? It may remains to be seen, but I want to highlight right now, Todd, a guy we haven't seen a whole lot here. It's been quite a while since we talked about old Double B, Brian Beach back there in the 18 car running in the 4th spot. He is all over the back bumper of the 999 of Christopher Miller. Brian, we've been talking to in a long time, but he's having a great run out of the gate, currently running in the 4th spot. It looks like he may have a little bit better car than Chris running up there for 3rd. That 18 is really hooked up. It's now caution flag in a Rolltable Speedway. Yellow for the first time tonight here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway on lap number 16. And no betting, man, but I think it may have got our buddy Martin Karch around. Well, Todd, that we talk about in terminology, you hit those Ute tires are not good. So is that curbing on the inside. You ramp that with 2 left side tires, there's a good chance that car's going to bottom out and go around, and that's exactly what Martin did right there. Not sure why they put curbing down there to keep these cars on there, but going over it, never a good idea, and Martin just found out the hard way.
Yeah, he definitely did. Man, he looked like he was 3-wheeling it here on asphalt. That's never a good sign. Hard into the outside wall, and that number 33 machine is he's able to get it back going. It does not look like a ton of damage to that number 33 machine, but gonna have to start all the way in the tail again and try to work his way forward.
Absolutely right. So want to set the stage for you here. ASRA run here on a Thursday night for these guys at championship night. They run Thursdays and Monday, or I think Sundays and Thursdays. They have a lot of stuff going on. Recruitment open now. Some new series may be starting over here really soon too. You got to find these guys on Facebook, the American Sim Racing Association. Look them up in the iRacing Simulation. Sign up, be a part of the league. Recruiting races are going to be going up, so follow their page on Facebook. Come join this great group. It looks like a small group here tonight, which it certainly is. These guys have a lot of great drivers out here. Racing is a lot of fun to come and be a part of. So come check out the ASRA, Mike and Tim and all the gang over here. A lot of fun to be around, a lot of fun to race with. They do a lot of cool things. They got some dirt stuff coming on, the Stars on Dirt stuff. A Stars Dirt Series with Tim DeSwart going to take the helm of that. They may be coming here in a couple of weeks, starting on Thursday nights. And also all the pavement stuff that Mike and the gang's going on. So a very diverse group. These guys do a lot of great racing, Todd. And it's a league I think you and I, we both have come time to time. We'll go over here and turn some laps with. Awful fun group we have over here.
Yeah, definitely a fun group of drivers over here, Phil. We've had some time behind the wheel against some of these competitors, especially Mike Massey or Martin Karch, Tim DeSort, Adam Holm, those guys, even Bob Burlew. Bob Burlew, probably the nicest guy out there in that 66 machine. And man, he's improved in leaps and bounds over the years, over the couple of seasons. You can see it in a 66 machine. But he's out there to have fun. That's the most important thing, and that's what these guys do, is they try to come out, have some fun, and if you win races, you win races. If you don't, you don't. It's always fun to win races, but the key word is that fun word.
Absolutely right. And it's ever fun to have a guy come over here and try to run just for checkered flags and to take guys out, ruffle feathers and whatnot. These guys are a great gentleman bunch of guys, and as we go back to green flag racing, headed into turn number 3 now. Adam Holm going to still pace the field. Altus in there for second. Miller running for third. Beach up to fourth. And now look at Massey in that white number 45. He has now cracked the top 5, and he may have a good piece there waiting in the wings as he's to the back of Brian Beach there. Single file from all the way through the field now off of 2.
Yeah, all the way through the field off of turn number 2. It is still the number 9 of Adam Holm. Altice running in that second spot. Great battle going on there. For the third spot there, Phil, The 999 of Chris Miller, the 18 of Brian Beach, Michael Massey right there. So these guys are grouped together. Here comes Brian Beach down to the inside of Chris Miller here momentarily. Looked like he was going to take a shot through the corner as Miller gets a tad bit tight through the center and off the corner. Brian Beach now able to reel him in back to his rear bumper. Can Beach do anything with him? But the 999 of Miller able to hold on to that third spot.
Well, that's something notorious here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. The longer you put on these tires, the more heat cycles you get. You ride it off the right front tire, it's going to get really hot. You're going to wash up the hill. That's going to allow that guy underneath you, and I think that's what you may see going on here with the 999 of Chris Miller. The Brian Beach, number 18, is riding right through the tire tracks. A little bit of contact there off of turn number 2. Got the 999 kind of squirrely. Brian had to roll off and let him catch it, so that was a good battle going on there for third. I think the 18 is definitely a better piece. When we look back up front, Adam Holm, he's been able to distance his field time as we're halfway home here now. 25 of 50 on the board. Adam Holm has led all the laps, and he is 2 car lengths over Ruben Altus down the back stretch of turn number 3 as we now go side by side for the third spot. Beach under Miller into 3.
Yeah, Beach under Miller there as Miller now pushes away up the track. Contact with the wall. Chris Miller makes a hard contact to the outside wall. He's going to lose a couple spots on that exchange. The 999 machine now settling in behind the 45 on Mike Massey, as Massey now going to take over the 4th spot. Brian Beach took over 3rd. Now Chris Miller goes on the offensive there in the 999, trying to get around Mike Massey here down the front straightaway.
Sure is. Put Beach up to 3rd, Massey up to 4th. Miller with the outside contact on the wall. He'll drop back to 5th and maybe even further as Bob Burlew is going to try to pull up to him. Tim DeSwart there as well. So tough break for Chris Miller here, just past halfway in the outside wall. Going to surrender that 3rd spot to the 18 of Brian Beach, but he's got a lot of time, Todd, if this thing stays green, to chase down our top 2. It's about 15 to 20 car lengths down the back straightaway until you find the race leader, car number 9 of Adam Holm. Ruben Altus still running in that 2nd spot. It's 3 car lengths, and Ruben's starting to peek back down to the low side. I really wonder how his tires are playing out. He'll take another shot in a 1 and 2. Ruben really getting through the middle of the corner really well, but Adam carrying that speed off. This is going to be a really good race after these last 20 laps.
Definitely. You've been watching a great race for the top spot. I've been watching a great race there still for 4th and 5th. Miller now battling back on the outside, and he's been trying to beat that wall down with the 999 machine. So far, it's not worked. You can't move cement walls. I don't know if anybody's informed Chris Miller of that one, but he cannot move those cement walls. They're going to win if he continues to hit them. The 45 of Massey still running in that 4th spot. Again, the 999 of Miller going to the top shelf of the speedway here around Myrtle Beach. And, man, that's going to be a power move if he's able to get by Massey.
That is a tough move to make, but the outside lane, for whatever reason, has always seemed to be really good here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway over the years. Guys who run the bottom usually just burn off their tires. Guys who run up the high lane really have a pet to save these things. So we'll see what's going to happen. Is we got a good little race going back up front off of turn 2 last time by. Ruben Altus got a fender underneath the 9 car. He started to wash up the racetrack and allowed the 9 car taking back off. So these guys starting to dance up there for the race lead. Brian Beach, that 3rd place running number 18, Todd. Looks like he may be a touch faster at this juncture than the race leaders up front. But the problem he has, we're on lap number 34. This main event is only 50 laps at distance. So Brian with a really good race car may run out of time, or maybe not, because for the 2nd time, caution flag roll on the speedway here, the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Caution on lap number 34. Complete lap 34. Now we start 35 on the board. Yellow coming out for the 2nd time, and not sure where this one got. I'm going to think maybe this got Bob Burlew in the 66 around, and maybe Chris Miller in the 999. Not quite sure, Todd. I know you got more camera views than I got in here, but I saw Bob Burlew kind of go to the back of the field, and I think Chris Miller also may have had a piece of that action.
Yeah, it was the 999 of Chris Miller, and we were talking about it, Phil, as contact being made between himself and Massey. 999 comes back down. What a great save by him. And all of a sudden, Chris Miller, I think something else went awry with him here as he comes down through the corner. So the first initial contact, not so good. And then maybe not. It was enough to bring out that yellow flag there, Phil. So the 999, I thought he was going to go completely around, but it was enough to bring out that yellow flag as he was completely sideways there after that contact.
Well, may have had something come off in the right front of the race car as well that may have left debris on the racetrack. So, you don't want to put, any kind of metal down there on these cars with the pavement. So I don't want to cut a tire down because that's never good. Caution flag out here the second time at the Myrtle Beach Speedway, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thanks y'all out there for tonight tuning in. It looks like live on Facebook and Twitch TV. Whatever happened on the YouTube feed is, I'm not sure, but it's not live. So I guess we got a two-for deal here tonight with Facebook and Twitch. Thank you all have tuned in tonight here to watch the start of a doubleheader here this evening. First off, starting off here at the ASRA Championship Night in Myrtle Beach. Then we switch gears, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be on the air over at the Northwest Racing Series Truck Series going on tonight at the Richmond International Raceway. That is going to be a lot of fun, so we'll have a full night ahead here as hopefully we get Todd's PC all cranked out over there to take that one over there this evening. So the start of a great night of racing. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV we'll have here all night long. Great you guys have all tuned in, and the very first time, it's been a while we've come to this league, Todd. The last time we were here, they were the American Short Track Association. Well, they ditched the short track moniker. We want to do a whole lot more with the short tracks. They are now known as the American Sim Racing Association, doing a whole lot of NASCAR stuff, a little bit of dirt stuff sprinkled in, but these guys have really turned it from a exclusive short track league to now doing a whole lot of everything as we're going back to green here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. 38 laps of the book. We'll start lap 39. Adam Holm and Rune Altus are going to lead us back to green as the green comes out to the field.
And like you said, the green flag out here. The number 9 of Adam Holm leading the charge of that number 9 machine. So the 59 of Altice running in that second spot. Third is Mike Massey. Now Massey to the outside, getting around the number 8 of Brian Beach there. Here momentarily, we'll see how long that's going to last as he's firing back down to the inside. But Massey in third temporarily, Phil.
Massey had a really good restart there from the high lane, and he's shot that all the way down to the third spot. Can Mike Massey chase down our top two, Adam Holm and Ruben Altus? Those two guys up front racing for a championship. Massey looking to maybe grab another checkered flag here this season in that number 45 car. So Massey up to third, Brian Beach back to fourth, and running in the fifth spot now it looks to be the number 69 of Tim DeSwart. Wanted to make sure that was a 69 there. That's a nice little race car he's got. Tim DeSwart up to the top 5. Adam Holm still pacing the field, running the extreme high lane there off of 4. He was all the way up against the wall. You know, Ruben Altus kept it to the lower part of the racetrack. So we have two distinctly different groups working. It is working tonight for the 9 car. Those are really impressive times he's putting down. 42 laps on the book. So we're under 10 laps remaining. Adam Holm and Ruben Altus racing for a championship. The only problem Adam has right now is Ruben's right there in his mirror in turn 1.
Yeah, Altus doing a fantastic job just staying there right there with the number 9 machine. And that's what he's got to do, Phil, to win this championship. Stay right there with the driver of that number 9 machine, Adam Holm, and try to take down the championship here this evening at Myrtle Beach. And Altus still working down on the bottom side. But who doesn't want to capitalize on a win? At the end of the season, you got your championship night. Why don't you want to win this event? Is now Ruben going to prove it there as a race for the lead as the 59 down to the bottom side by side for the lead.
Side by side, Ruben makes that shot down low. Adam almost makes contact with the outside wall as that car pushed up the hill. Give Ruben Altus the lead for the first time here tonight. Now off of turn number 2. 5 car like some of the 9 car who really lost a whole lot of time. Mike Massey's got his hands full back there also for third. Brian Beach to the outside of Massey, so it looks like Brian may take over third. Massey gonna fight back down low. Brian Beach, double B, he's back up to third in the turn 1.
Yeah, Brian Beach in the number 18 machine. Like you said, he's in third. Massey's now falling into the clutches of Timothy DeSort. DeSort now side by side up to the top shelf for the Speedway. That number 69 machine trying to wrestle that away from Massey that time by. He was able to do so, Phil. He's capitalized now, put Timothy into that 4th spot.
Tim having a good run now up to 4th. Massey gonna fire back on the inside in the turn number 1 and 2. He drove it in real deep there on the bottom. Don't think it's gonna stick. Tim able to move that momentum up high. Great race going on back there for the 4th spot. Tim DeSwart, Mike Massey, Ruben Altus up front trying to drive away from Adam Holm, and he's got 3 more laps left to do it, Todd. We're already at lap number 48 of 50. Can Adam Holm make one more last-ditch run, or is this one going to be a championship and a victory celebration in victory lane for little 59? This time off of turn number 4. 2 laps remaining.
2 laps remaining here for the driver of the number 59 machine, starting to lengthen his lead over the number 9 of Adam Holm. Holm's still holding on. I don't think he's got anything left for him, though, there, Phil. I think he's burned up his stuff in the number 9 machine. Ruben just pulling away here, almost up to a half a second this time by. We'll see what the split is. It was .483. Nope. Adam Holm able to reel him in here. It's white flag in the air.
One more trip around the Myrtle Beach Speedway as they're in turn number 2 and off of the backstretch for the final time into turn number 3. What a way to win a championship here tonight off of 4. Why not take the checkered flag as well? Ruben Altus, your race winner. He'll take down the Super Late Model Series Championship. Adam Holm will finish up second here this evening. Mike Massey going to take over from third. Chris Miller up to fourth. Bob Burlew with a top 5. Brian Beach having some issues here late. Brian will finish up 6th. Tim DeSwart there for 7th. And Martin Karch running our 8-car field here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Ruben Altus Todd, he'll take down the win and the championship trophy. You can't do it any better than that.
No, you definitely cannot do that. Is these guys parking down here on the front straightaway. And Michael Massey going to end up finishing in third there, Phil. As Brian Beach was third the last time we knew it, but Massey going to finish in on the podium here tonight in the number 45 machine. Great job to Mike Massey.
Absolutely right, and we'll talk to Mike here on the post-race show coming up here in just a minute as we'll get these guys all kind of screened out. We'll take, of course, Ruben, our race winner. We'll talk to Adam Holm, who come in for second. And we'll talk to our third-place finisher, car number 45, Mike Massey, as we'll drag him into the conversation as well. So we'll definitely talk to all 3 of our top 3 finishers. We'll come down here first as he hops out of the race car. We'll talk to our old buddy. I can't remember the last time we talked to him live on the post-race show. Mike Massey, the 45, home in a third-place run. Congratulations, brother. Great way to end the season there in the top 3.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right, so tell us about the run. You were back there going at it. You had Brian back there side by side. You had a really good restart. Tim was all over the back of you. Chris Miller was up there for a while. Where the heck did you come from those last couple of laps there to make your way all the way up to third?
Well, my tires were actually going away there on that run. I would race those guys hard and good. And they were still hanging on, but, you know, there at the end, as you could probably tell, the tires started going away on the car, and unfortunately, Brian and Tim are much faster, and his car snapped on him, and I just kind of snuck my way through there.
Well, and I was telling Todd here, the longer the laps go at Myrtle Beach Speedway, this old surface here down near the beach, it's really worn out. Tires really come to a premium here. So once they begin to wear, they're certainly tough to handle, but somehow you kept yours underneath you, able to avoid the carnage. Overall, you got to be pleased. A good way to end the season here, coming home third to 2 guys that were racing for a championship up front.
Yeah, those guys are really fast. They've been going at it hard all year, and I'll congratulate Ruben on his championship, by the way. But those guys have been running hard, and Myrtle Beach was really good to Adam, I think, one time, and it was good to Ruben here in this Southern Series. So it's good to meet tonight. I haven't been on your network in years.
Feels like forever we finally do this. So, Mike, I'm not sure if you remember how this gig still works. I'm going to give you the mic one more time. We're out there tonight live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch TV. Whatever the heck happened to YouTube, I'm not even exactly sure. There's a whole lot of stuff that's happening here, scrambling, getting this thing on the air. But I'm going to give you the mic one more time. Anybody out there watching, friends, family, sponsors, whoever, the floor is all yours there, pal. Take it away.
Well, thank you. I would like to thank all the drivers at ARSA for making the league what it is. It is changing. We're going to be doing some recruiting, so we're switching all asphalt, and then we're going to introduce a new Dirt Stars, Tim DeSwart. So I'd like to thank him for taking over the dirt side and a new league, Dirt Stars. Look for him on your iRacing League search. And I want to thank all the drivers, Ruben, Adam, you know, the guys that are here week in, week out. I just want to thank them guys. There's too many to name. I couldn't name them all. There's quite a list.
Yeah, there's a bunch of great ones, that's for sure.
And the cars were a little bit low tonight, but we're rebuilding the series. We're moving it to Sunday, and we're going to do something really fun and exciting next season. So I'm looking forward to next season.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys take this thing with the pavement, Mike. Congratulations, brother. Great run tonight, and thanks for having us over here. Great to catch up with you guys again and see what the landscape looks like over here at the ASRA. Great run tonight. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Phil.
All right, there you have it, folks. Mike Massey home tonight in the third spot aboard the 45, and we'll walk a little further down pit road. We find the driver of the number 9, another guy we haven't talked to here in a long time, and that is Adam Holm. Adam finishing up second here tonight. You led the better part of this race there, led the entire first half of the race, and Ruben able to sneak on by you. Was it a combination of race car, the tires go away? What happened there to allow Ruben to get by you?
Well, what I was dealing with is a loose car. and I was debating on what to do in the beginning. Heat race was better than what I was thinking it was going to be tonight. Well, it didn't turn out the way I thought it was, so. But I did pretty good. Um, I kind of drove it in too hot there. I was going to try to stay on that high line and try to keep them off of me, but I drove it in too hard and had to check up more than what I wanted to and gave the lead up. 5 to go.
Yeah, well, it happens to the best of us, brother. But you're coming in tonight, you and Ruben racing for a championship, and knowing he had 7 points on you, knowing he was in your tire tracks all night long, how much pressure did you feel up front to try to beat him and maybe take the championship and have to gamble on him maybe having some issues to get off your back bumper?
Well, I kind of knew he was going to be there. I see we were both pretty close in times, and I was watching him all night. And, you know, I know the racing that he does is very good and clean. He'll just wait for you to slip up. And like it was, you know, I slipped up, overdrove it, and that was it.
Well, that's what happens here, but you get a second place run on the season, a second place run here tonight. That's always a good thing as well. So, Adam, I'm going to give you the floor one more time out here to live tonight at the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're on Facebook. We're live on Twitch TV as well. So, anybody out there you want to thank, the floor is all yours, brother. Take it away.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mike Massey over here at ASR. It's so much fun over here running. It's good, clean racing. Also, I'd like to thank Jeff at iFlag, and also thank you guys.
All right, and we'll thank the dog in the background there for jumping up, be a part of the conversation as well, folks. There you have it. Carbonine, Adam Holm bringing you home second here tonight at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. We'll let him go down to it, and we'll walk about 10 feet down here in the winner's circle. We find the driver of Carter 59, Ruben Altus, taking not only down the win, Ruben, but also a series championship, brother. Congratulations. Terrific run here tonight. Tell us about that late race pass to the lead there as Adam washed up the hill.
Yeah, man, that was a fun race. I followed Adam that whole way, and I knew the only way I was going to get around him is for him to slip up a little bit. And when he made that slip, I dove under him, and thank God I got by him.
Now, we were watching the way you were approaching the racetrack versus Adam in the first 35, 40 laps. He was running more of a conventional high lane kind of approach. You had that thing stuck down low, and knowing where he was running it, the tires are probably going to give up quicker there. Did you have that in your back pocket, just kind of thinking to yourself, that coy smile on the face saying, go ahead, Adam, burn your stuff up, and we'll take advantage of you washing up and steal this lead away?
I don't know if I really thought about that a whole lot, just that I had practiced just a little bit, and I tried the low line, and I could run a little bit faster down there, and I knew down there, though, you have to kind of be easy on the throttle coming off the turns, or you'll spin out in these cars real easy, and I just I bided my time.
Well, this guy right here, ladies and gentlemen, the best of the best here tonight, the super late models over at the ASRA. Ruben Altus, our series champion, tonight's race winner. I'm going to give you the microphone one final time. We're live tonight on Facebook Live, also available on Twitch TV. So anybody out there you want to thank or whatever for the series championship, the floor is all yours. Take it away and say hello to the folks out there.
Yes, sir. Most important, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ comes first. I want to thank you guys at Full Velocity TV for broadcasting it. Y'all do a great job. Mike Massey and it men's at American Sim Racing Association. It's just a great league to be in. It's fun racing every week. I got 2 or 3 sponsors here. I want to thank Living Waters Assembly of God Church, Shively Electric. My newest sponsor is Doomsday Tactical for all your hunting and fishing needs, and I do want to thank all the guys I race with every week. They are fun to race with, race you clean, and it's just enjoyable. And thank you again.
All right, well, this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, a class act all around. Mr. Ruben Altus taking home the win tonight and the series championship for the super late models. A job well done by the 59 team, Todd, and great race with these guys. Always good to come back to the ASRA. And talking to Mike earlier on tonight, I think we may see a little bit more of these guys in the future, and I am looking absolutely forward to doing so.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to watching some great racing here. And these guys put on a fantastic show. I love the super late models. I could never drive them though, Phil. I don't understand how they can get them around so easily, as that's a really tough car to drive. I know you've dabbled over here with the Wheelands, the Wheeland Modifieds over here, the SKs over here when they ran those type of cars. Now I know they're difficult to drive, and I know you were having a blast with those. So it'll be rather interesting to see what they got. These guys got up their sleeve here coming up. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be fantastic. And if you guys want to get involved, make sure you do get involved. I know they're going to do recruitment races, and just look for them out there. And I tell you what, you're not going to be disappointed.
Absolutely not. And find these guys on their website now. Let me click it back so I give you the right web URL. American Sim Racing Association.blogspot.com is the home base for their website. Find these guys, American Sim Racing Association in iRacing Simulation, and also look them up on Facebook. A great follow. They'll keep you up to date what is going on. Recruitment race is going to be happening here real soon as the season comes to an end. Thanks for tuning in tonight. A very special edition of Full Velocity Racing Network here live with the ASRA guys. We're going to be back here live in, about an hour and a half from now. We're going over to the Northwest Racing Series. Todd and myself, a great event with a truck series on the Northwest Richmond International Raceway. This week's Coliseum for those guys over there. So look for us at about 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So for all the guys over here at Full Velocity Racing Network, we're going to thank Jack Truman for the controls, Todd alongside, Charles Wooten, Ron Piles, Josh Smith for all his help, and of course, I thank Martin Karch did the graphics for so long for us as well. Thanks you all for watching. We'll see you back here in about an hour and a half, live for another edition of the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for esports racing.